Microphone check 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if I'm coming in loud and clear. What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry, this is all coming off of my phone, so still learning how to stream from an iPhone. Let's take that off. Oh, hold on. Let me kill that music. Yeah, I actually think my internet cut out there for a second. Okay. So, I have the laptop, and I can kind of see what you guys are typing. We go all the way back to the top. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Taxco. Loud and clear. Appreciate that. Gotcha. What's up, Bill? Hey, man, good stream earlier. Sorry I couldn't hang out for the whole thing. This is our last day on vacation. I had a lot going on. Plus, they had that march, and then I wanted to cover it, so. Thank you, Diana. So, hopefully you guys are up for a late night edition. If it seems a little off, it's because I went to a whiskey dinner. Shit was super fancy. I don't know if you guys ever been to a real fancy dinner. I mean, it was good. It's pretty bomb. D says if I had milk, I'd make a dirty mother. I don't like milky drinks. They gave us so they would serve us each meal, you know, it was about, I think it was like 8 entrees. And with each different entree, they served you a different drink. It was either like a bourbon, like a rye bourbon, or a whiskey, something really good. Task Cut says whiskey dinner is really an Irish breakfast. That's pretty good, man. It's pretty funny. So what's going on? I'm just trying to hang out. Well, I got a little bit of buzz, and then I got to pack, and we got to be up at 6 a.m. See if I can show you guys the resort at night. Looks pretty chill. There was a conference going on earlier. I think they all cleared out by now. There you go. Yeah, so I'm just hanging out. My wife's packing up. We got to leave very early in the morning. Tequila, Kahlua, milk. That's rough. Tequila and milk. That doesn't sound yummy at all. Hey, what's up? Char, Joe, Lily. Back to the grind. I hear that, Bill. What's up, Rich? Sitting here, hand sanding some pretty neat rocks. You know, it's funny. We picked up some rocks. My daughter loves rocks. Well, she loves crystals, to be specific. But they had some good rocks, some good magnets. We filled up a couple bags. So yeah, we enjoy rocks. What's up, Candy? Yeah, unfortunately, we got to leave tomorrow in the morning, like super early. We got to drive to Spokane and then jump in an airplane. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Actually, I do know. It'll be next year, most likely. Beach rocks for fossils. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Cracking them in half. That's neat. I would like to go mining. Man, it's like a weekend here, so it's kind of like there's people out here partying. But yeah, it's pretty dark here. Jacqueline, sorry. I know, right? That's funny, D. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, Bill went to Florida and connected with the cartel. Just fucking with you, Bill. You actually look pretty. You actually look like you were from New York there for a minute, and then I remembered you were from New York, and then I was like, okay, that makes sense. Hey, we had a tornado warning apparently in Arizona between Tucson and Phoenix. That shit's not normal. I mean, it's normal, but it's a little rare. Hey, what's up, Char? Um, Char Joe Lily says it looks like such a beautiful place. Where would you recommend to visit in the U.S. if you'd never visited before? Um, I would definitely say go to Arizona, check out Florida, the Midwest, places like Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore. Um, yeah, places like that. I don't know. My favorite place is my home state, which is Arizona. I mean, I've never. It's just the best place. It's kind of like it's a little bit liberal and it's a little bit. It's like right. It's kind of like you get the best of all worlds, you know. Because I'm at heart, I'm a moderate. So Arizona is a beautiful place. You got liberals, you got Republicans, and politically, it's a really right in the middle type of state. So you get the best of both worlds. You know, everybody seems to get along. So yeah, definitely check out Arizona. They, we seem to have the right idea for now. Spogil, what's up, man? Said I saw my best rocket launch to date last night at about 1:30 from Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral. I'm 60 miles away, and it lit up the whole sky. What do you think it was? You think they're testing some of those TCBMs? Getting ready for that nuclear war? Yeah, we're not far from Seattle. We actually had dinner with some people from Seattle. Enough said, Bill. Enough said. Yeah, northern Arizona is to die for. Big Lake, Arizona is the most beautiful place. The only other place I've ever seen that matches the beauty of like Big Lake, Arizona. I mean, Idaho's pretty close, but Ruidoso, New Mexico is probably a closer second. If you've never seen Ruidoso, oh man, a lot of history and a lot of beauty. Oh, that sounds right, Bill. Spogil, it was a Falcon 9 sending up communication satellites. Yeah, I think they were reconnecting with Ukraine. Originally, um, I know SpaceX wasn't going to flip the bill for it, and then they took it down. So that must be them reattaching and then also maybe adding something new. There was an article about it actually, I think yesterday. Yeah, I mean, you would think, Bill, if it's SpaceX, they would practice landing on the moon before they would practice landing on Mars, unless it's completely different for scientific reasons and math reasons and trajectory and gravity, whatever else it takes them to get to where they got to go in space. Yeah, I would love to go to Tennessee. Um, you're the third person to mention that to me today. I had breakfast with somebody from Nashville, but I hear it's a lot like Vegas. I'm not trying to go to Vegas. I'm not a Vegas type, unless there's a good boxing match. My dream is to have Christmas in New York with snow. It's summer here at Christmas time. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Were you out in South America? Hey, what's up, Freckle Joy? Good to see you. What's up, Bees Knees? Oh, damn, Candy, you're in New Zealand? Wow. What time you got right now? Just curious. What's up, Bees Knees? Miss Thing says the cat woke me up, came to get a drink, and damn it, sleuth. You're welcome. Actually, you can thank your cat. Well, I think I'm gonna go as long as my phone will let me go. Last time it was like an hour and 10 minutes, but we'll see. I'm on 6:55 a.m. Monday. Time travel. Jeez, you're in a spaceship, huh? Crazy. That's funny. Oh, really? Um, so New Zealand, you got some pretty good mountains, huh? I like mountains, honestly. Since when are cats afraid of anything? The cats we have make fun. It seemed like they like make fun of the dogs for reacting to the storm. Auckland. Hmm. It's getting a little chilly. I'm going to put my hood up. Hold on, guys. You're crazy, D. I came somewhat prepared here. Got a little blanket. And I swear it just dropped like 20 degrees out of nowhere. Char says, "How long will you travel? How long will your travel home be?" I think it's like 3 hours. Sykes says, "Time for another shot, so let's warm me up." I know. That's why I just had room service bring me up a double whiskey Coke. Let me see. Can you guys see that? Here. Let me see. The laptop's kind of giving me some. Hold on. There it is. You gotta take it slow on that. Yep, Miss Thing. Yep, last day. Honestly, I'm kind of ready to go home. I'm a little stressed out about the dogs. I mean, I had my dad check in on them and stuff because he's been taking my daughters to school. But still, you never know. Timeline, you'd be 1.5 hours from me by car. What do you mean here in Idaho? In Coeur d'Alene? Yeah, that's not very far at all. Yeah, that's why we come here, Diana. Room service. Room service. It's amazing. I love it here. Best resort ever. Yeah, Bill did have a good live. If I didn't have plans, I wouldn't have missed it. Hey, what's up, Bees Knees? Says, what is the metallic sound in one of my what? Or do you wear a lot of bracelets? What? What are you talking about? What is that? Oh, are you talking about when I'm drinking water out of my I mean, what are those things called? I got a thermos, thermal mug. Yes, Jacqueline, my father, because he has to take my kids to school, and you got to go right by my house to take them to school. Tasca says, "Do you have any opinion about the existence of Sasquatch?" That's funny, Taxcat. Yeah, that's all they're into out here. They talk about him a lot. And to be honest, like, I don't know. I mean, I've never seen one myself, but to be honest, like, I believe in extraterrestrials because technically we are extraterrestrials. We're like these sentient beings sitting on a planet that's floating through space. So, I mean, if you don't believe in aliens, you're kind of stupid. So, I don't know. Maybe they're like some kind of alien. Or maybe they're like the original humans and we're the aliens. And they stay hidden out of fear from us. Ooh, plot twist. Pretty crispy. It's funny. Psych says sounds like keys are yeah, it's probably ice. I had a lot of people complain about a lot of my early live streams because I don't know, that's what I drink from. I like to fill up these big metallic mugs with ice and water. That way you know you're getting all the liquids, man. Good to see you, Miss Thang. Says I'm out. Good to see y'all. And Sloop, have a safe trip home, hopefully. Oh yeah, you will. I can't wait to get back and have like a I have so many notes, so many things I want to talk about. And I'll put it together nicely for you guys. Arizona's full of squatches. Seen one in Sholo 10 years ago. Ah, it's probably my cousin. Used to live in Sholo. Actually, a bunch of my cousins used to live in Sholo. Actually, some of my cousins still live in Sholo. I got family all over Arizona. So be careful. Family in Prescott, West Phoenix, Tucson, Winslow, Sholo, St. John's, Springerville, Sedona. It's not an unpleasant. Well, bees knees. A lot of people think it's unpleasant, and when I listen to it, it actually is quite unpleasant. But good thing I don't have to listen to it because it's me doing it live. Um, let's see, Spogil. What's up, content creators power tripping on their community members? I heard one guy tonight tell his audience they were allowed to go to another creator's channel or watch his lives. Yeah, I watched that. That's kind of crazy. That's like a cult. You know, that's fascism. Um, go, you know, it's un-American. I thought it was pathetic. But you know what? Honestly, I didn't really judge on it too hard because if you're stupid enough to be like, oh, yes, this YouTuber has total control over me, I'm going to do exactly what he says, you know, then you belong right where you are. You know, all of us have a place. Get in where you fit in. Some of us are sheep, some of us are lions, some of us are gazelles, you know. What are you? Or you can just be a human, the apex predator that you are. Yeah, I know exactly who he's talking to. It was a video that was released today, and I was thinking the same thing. But, and the only reason I was viewing that video is because I was bored. Nobody pays attention to that shit. They're like in some kind of paranoid, delusional, I don't know what it is. Um, they think like YouTube creators are like part of some guild, fucking Illuminati or some shit. It's really stupid. Yeah, Delphi, I'm one of them. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I mean, well, you don't know about that. Public, they might. I think a lot of them are, and it's really strange. Like that's kind of the definition of a cult. You know, you have a cult leader. Yeah, tax. I love being on the mountain. Before I had kids, I would climb. I would free climb. Um, I would take. I remember I would take my younger brother or friends that weren't very outdoorsy on some of our crazy little trips, and you would have to literally jump like cliff faces in order to proceed to the summit. And I got him to do it, and it was an accomplishment. I miss those days. It's like the day I had my first child. I was afraid of heights, and I cried when I saw Old Yeller. Look at that. The whole thought that some dude on the internet can tell me what to do though. What the hell? Yeah. Well, it's not really what to do. What he's saying is like if you want to be part of my little club, you can't you got to do what I say. Like if you want to be part of this club, you have to follow strict guidelines. But I mean, what do you get from this little club? Nothing. You get some dipshit on a blank screen talking about nothing. It's like all drama and weird days of our lives. Fucking soap opera shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you really care about anything? Not to mention, it's obvious that those people are Satanists. I mean, what more do you need? It's fucking pathetic. If anything, they're suspect. So they're definitely barking up the wrong tree if they come this way. Those people are very suspicious to me. I mean, if any of you knew what that means, you guys just don't know a lot about the occult. But when I was younger, I read a lot of books about it. So I can see all these people clear as day. But they see us too. So don't get it twisted. Yeah, there you go. See, Tax Cut knows what I'm talking about. That's how they think. It may not be Moloch, but they definitely know who that is, and it's definitely in the same book. Might not be the same chapter, but same book. Yeah. Um, let's see. Delphi says, "What's the subject tonight?" To be honest, there really is no subject. It's whatever. You know, Wherever it takes us, we'll follow it wherever it goes. Isn't his YouTube handle actually a satanic proverb through what I'm talking about? Yes, it very much is. It's basically saying it doesn't matter what you worship or who you worship. It's all the same. It all plays a part, and it does. But that's by design. It didn't design itself. In order to have a design, you need an architect. You can't have two chiefs in the TP, buddy. But when you worship Satan, you kind of like try to make all that shit fit. Don't kid yourself, Sleuth. I imagine most of your subscribers are aware of the occultist. Yeah, a lot of them are, and I am as well. And I don't judge, and I'm not. I strive to be a Christian, um, but really, Christian is somebody who's extreme. They're not drinking. I drink all the time. You know, to be honest, I think like a real Christian doesn't even sin. You know, they're like reborn. And as much as I pray and I strive to be like a real, if you quote unquote Christian, I think it takes a lot more. I don't think people should throw those words around. Both ways. A lot of people claim to be when they're really not. What's up, Rebecca? Good to see you. Did I miss radar? Hope not. Yeah, we really don't have a topic tonight. I definitely don't want to get all preachy. I'm the last one for that. There you go. Spogil says, I call myself a Christ follower. The term Christian has been hijacked. They can have it. Well, they can't have it because they don't know what it is. And a lot of times, most people who use the word don't know what it is. Rebecca says, I should be asleep, but I'm glad I can at least catch live. What's up, Rebecca? Good to see you. There you go. That's it. I'm a child of God. Make of it what you will. Yeah, the temple's within. To do everything in secret, to me is the best way. It's like talking about it's kind of like a boast, but you can't be too hard on yourself. You're only human. Delphi says, I should be awake, but I'm not. All right. The whiskey warmed me up a little bit. I think I can stand up. There's like drunk people on the boardwalk. Can you guys see them? I don't know if you can or not. D says an agnostic, maybe? Well, agnostic means, you kind of believe in science. You're like, it's possible. I don't really believe, until I can mathematically type up the equation. I think they kind of have. You can't create yourself. So, I mean, there you go. It's almost like creation had to be created at one point. Like it was an idea. But who knows? Oh, yeah? Who's Rick Nielsen? Or is that a joke? I'm not good with names. I'm better with faces. Oh, the guitarist from Cheap Trick. See, I knew it. I knew it. If I drop my phone, don't worry, I'll go get it. D says a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material. That's not the way I understand it. It's like it's possible, but there's no proof. To me, that's agnostic. Yeah? Sausage fingers. That's funny. Tax cut says you can't prove a negative. Sure, you can. If you find a positive, that should prove two negatives, right? I'm like the last one to ask. Rebecca says, I've always thought agnostic meant that the individual believes in a higher power, but doesn't necessarily call that power God. Well, it believes like a higher power could exist, but they don't see proof, you know. They'll believe it when they see it. Yeah, this resort is a lot different on the weekend. Like Friday, this place was crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, it's like I need evidence. It's almost like really agnostic means like I don't believe in faith. Like I'm not gonna blindly follow. But to me it doesn't matter. I mean, do you really think God cares if you believe in him or not? It just got cold again. So I had to cover up. Or that means I need more of this whiskey. Cheers. Oh, but the whiskey is cold. Yeah, I think even agnostic just means like you won't deny the existence of God, but until you have like actual what you consider proof, you know, because I think proof is in the eye of the beholder. All right, I think I'm snuggled. Wow, the temperature really dropped quickly. hell was that about? The all powerful creator of everything is thinking about me. Why not? You can't think of things on like human terms, you know what I mean? Like even think of like a higher being, like some AI or some kind of advanced civilization. I'm taking it slow on this one, Rebecca, but it's actually keeping me warm. You are up to your eyeballs. Screen black. Sorry, Jacqueline. This ain't a Hollywood production. Sorry. Um, I was horrendously sick on whiskey at uni. Can't even smell it now. I don't know. That's the reason I kind of drink whiskey. It doesn't make me sick. You know, throughout my life, other types of alcohol weren't didn't treat my body the best or made me react a certain way. That's funny, Delphi. Yeah, but when I get back home, I'm gonna have something. I have something planned for you guys. I've been writing a lot of ideas in my journal, and I've been keeping up on my downtime with what's been going on. Talked a little bit with Becky Patty on my way up here, and I'm gonna try to have her on my channel. I'm gonna shoot for this week coming up. We'll see how she feels, but I think there's a lot of things that she can kind of help us out with. Sick on Cracker Barrel biscuits and gravy must. Wow, that's crazy. Shirtless stream? Yes, that's what's going on right now. That's why you're in the dark. I don't want you to see my hairy chest. My pepperonis. Hypothermia drinking whiskey in the cold air. That's not true. If anything, whiskey is a cowboy heater. I thought you knew that. Come on now. I hope it won't give me hypothermia. It's my go-to when I'm camping. And I think it's a good idea to go for a 3-day hike in the winter in the snow. Yeah, Jacqueline. She's very nice and she's still very active. And I think her input could be invaluable. And she likes the channel. She said we're logical and we keep pressure on law enforcement. So it feels good to know that we are doing, we're on track. Vodka. Yeah, I'm not a vodka fan. Yeah, I planned to do an open Q&A the other day, but I ran out of time. I can plan something like that, public art critic. maybe like a 2 hour, something 2 hours long. I can even try to get some people on with me, maybe CD or Fig, or somebody who's willing to jump on. Or are you referring to Becky? I don't know what she's willing to do. She's really upset with some people. And I think we should get her back on that. That made no sense. Vodka is good. Tequila? Oh, yeah. I mean, I love tequila. 1800 silver, dressed. It's my favorite. But that whiskey is something you can sip kind of like every day. You know, you come home from a hard day of work, pour like a tiny little bit of whiskey into a glass, sip on it, reflect on the day. Boom, you're good to go. All I know is that the food that they were serving tonight and the whiskey, you know, the top shelf whiskey they were giving me, all I could think about was a cigar. Like I really wanted a cigar so bad. It would have complemented everything. Tax cut. She would probably like that. You know what she told me, buddy? She told me if you have kids, make sure you give them an extra hug and a kiss. Hold them tight more than you ever thought you would. You know, don't take them for granted. And also, if you could do a favor, I think this is more for Libby. I'm not sure if Libby and Abby, but she said for the girls, you know, carve pumpkins. She told me, like, have your girls carve pumpkins. So when I get back in town, we're going to go get a whole bunch of pumpkins. And I think I'm going to do one for Abby and Libby. And then I'm going to take pictures of what the girls did. And I'm going to send it over to Becky and post it to my channel. Halloween was pretty big for them. And I don't know if you know the pumpkin story, but it's pretty incredible. Some people had smashed Libby's pumpkin and it grew in the yard, and they were thinking about cutting it, and then she passed away, and they said just let it grow. And now it's basically a pumpkin patch growing through the yard. It's really pretty. Reach, I don't know cop facts. Um, he's never really reached out to me. I've never really communicated with them. I don't know where our opinions align, so I'm not sure. I just know that I'm not too sure about that one. Not somebody I know very well. Yeah, Rebecca, if you guys can do me a favor, if you do like an Abby and Libby pumpkin, if you send me a photo of it, I really would like to do like a video where we, like all my subscribers, they do their regular pumpkins, but then they do one, you know, for Abby and Libby, and we do it for like from Sleuth Intuition in honor of the girls for Becky, you know, like just to kind of show her like we're listening to her, we're listening to her guidance, because that's what I told her. She's like, well, I just really don't know what you want. She's like, I just don't know like where you want me to fit in like with what you're trying to do with your channel. And I was like, honestly, like Becky, I just want your guidance. And she was so sweet. And guidance is what we got, guys. So let's carve some pumpkins, hashtag it, let them know it's coming from, Sleuth Intuition and for Becky Patty. Like we're representing over here. And who knows? If we can get like the most creative pumpkin, we might have to send them one of the new hoodies that I'm designing. And if you ask Lakeside, I sent her a free hoodie, no charge. Yeah, Rebecca, that seems like a good thing to do. It seems very productive. There's nothing political about it. There's nothing attention seeking about it. We have her approval, and that could be really fun and a way for everybody to bring attention. One thing that was important that she said to me was that um, law enforcement keeps the pressure. So I don't know if maybe things are slowing down, and we can ask her. I think maybe when I get back, I'll send her like 10 of my own personal questions. Then I'll have you guys maybe send me some questions. What's up, Ben? So, yeah, carve pumpkins. That's what we can do. And just hug your kids, hug your family. I guess, and it doesn't have to be your kids. Just the people that you take for granted. I mean, give them a little extra love. Things are good, man. I hope things are good with you. Hey, what's up, Dave? Yeah, right. Or just don't be mean. Don't be mean to people. Oh, here's a good one. How did the jack o' lantern quit smoking? The pumpkin patch. Thanks, Delphi. That's pretty good. Sorry, I love dad jokes. Oh, here we go. Dan says, "Can I ask y'all something? Well, something else. What do y'all think of the Eye of Apophis videos? Just saw them, and I don't know what the fuck to think, man." Well, you gotta be able to think for yourself. You know what I mean? And as far as my opinion, I really don't know. When I first started YouTube, I hid my face, but I still came on camera and you could hear my voice and, I spoke my opinion, but I still hid my face. And I think people who are doing that, um, you have to take it all with a grain of salt. It's all part of it could be to troll. So I just say be cautious. For me, it was a very slow evolution. Thank you. I'll see you again very soon. Good points, though. Yeah, that's kind of my thing, Rebecca. Dad jokes. Oh, those videos? Yeah, and I'm not a hater. I just know that he's come on my channel a few times and was reaching out to certain people like, hey, if you want, free speech or whatever, come to my channel. And it's like, dude, you don't do anything but make your weird videos on your channel. So where's the free speech? Like, I have an open forum here. And if anybody ever wanted to call in, I provided that opportunity and I plan to continue to do that. So, but I mean, a lot of it is just really strange stuff, tweaker stuff, in my opinion. Ben says, "Wish I had Ron Logan friends that gave a shit about this to talk about." My wife is sick of hearing about it. Yeah, thank God my wife supports me in all this. I mean, I used to, but I told you guys the evolution of it. It all started, it happened. I found out probably about 6 months after the case started, maybe sooner, and I would talk her ear off about it, you know, obsessively, because I was shocked by it. Um, and then eventually, she entertained it for a while, and then I started the Facebook groups and frequenting all the comment sections of everything. And hey, bossy, here, let me read this comment first. Sleuth, I'm pretty sure they sealed different records on Kagan after ISP returned, and there's a one that's sealed, then unsealed, but then a different one was sealed. I think the key word in all of this was negotiating. I mean, think about that. Think about what that implies. I mean, everybody can say what they want, but negotiating, what does that mean? Negotiating for what? And we're not going to throw away, Murder Sheet's reputation. They may have, by risking this, but I don't think they would. I mean, why? Um, I think they're more in this. They're not obsessed with the case. They're more obsessed with accountability, for law enforcement. They're coming from a legal standpoint. I respect that. So, they're not like a lot of these weird YouTubers who have drama in mind and narratives. And Ben Pat says, as above, so below YouTuber. What about him? Let's see. Did I miss that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Dave says, quick question. Do you think it's possible that when Carter said the killer may be watching or in this room, he might have been talking about the family? No, I don't think so. What I think he meant was this person is local and that he could be in this room. So look at everybody. I think he was just talking to that person who was thinking maybe like, I don't know the killer, or it's not possible that the killer's related to me. What he meant by in this room is kind of like anybody that was watching, like look around in your own room. Like the killer could be in your own room, not necessarily this room. But I'm talking to you through a TV screen. So look in your own room. Maybe the killer is in this room. I think he was talking to the public. Like, don't, like, this killer is close. He's local. He's either lived here, worked here. Look in your own room. The killer is one of you that is listening to this is looking at the killer. Do you guys understand how creepy that is? When he did that press conference, The killer was watching. Do you understand what that means? That means that he's so close, very close. He's so close, like he can communicate with this person or people. That's how close it is. He's in that room. One of you is holding an alibi, holding a secret, or not saying. Public art critic says, my thinking is now forming connections between Flora and Delphi. Why? There's no evidence that connects them. I think quite a few locals and I think family are scared. I don't think so. I mean, if you can give me some evidence to back that up, I would love to stand next to you and talk about that. Rebecca Jacob says, Ben, I don't like when creators put other creators down, either too much unnecessary drama. Yeah. Because, I mean, we're all people and we all deserve respect. Disagreement shouldn't equal violence or hatred. Hey, Bianca says, Sleuth, you look way different without your sunglasses and headphones on. Good, though. No worries. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have all these bright um, lights for the green screen blinding my damn face. I'm actually surprised I still have battery left. I think I have about 20%. Hey, what's up, Olivia? Public art critic, no. Um, but I do love Monsters Under the Bed. I am a subscriber and I'm a fan of Chris. But I don't follow the Dylan Rounds case like at all. So no, but I understand that that was a powerful interview, most likely. So good job for him and his channel. They're very busy, and I respect those guys over there. Well, that whole MOB crew, Chris, um, specifically. But yeah, I don't get dragged into these other cases and this weird stuff, like the whole Kylie Rodney stuff. Like, I don't understand. Like, how are you going to make an accident into a murder case? So strange to me. And it all comes from just being on the news. You know, got popular. Once it's popular, people can turn it into whatever they want. It's your job to discern between the two. You know, you guys have to take more responsibility for what you support, including me. You know, you have to hold me accountable too. Hey, good night, Rebecca. Oh, was an MOB? Well, I know that they did an interview with Dylan's parent mother today, from what I understand. Yeah, Dave, super creepy. Sorry, guys. Super creepy what they did with that case. You know, they're trying to make it into something that it wasn't. Very strange. Ben says, after reviewing, I think all of the available evidence, my biggest question is, why did no one see the girls at the trails if they were as many people as the trails as we are led to believe? A lot of people saw the girls. They're, you just can't interview them. They're very young at the time. I'm sure if people took the time to find them now, they could interview them. Um, but a lot of the names have probably been withheld, and maybe for good reason. But yeah, I guarantee plenty of people have seen them. From what I understand, they were texting a group of people that were down underneath the bridge who were walking up and heading back towards to the Freedom Bridge as they were just being dropped off. So, I mean, just because you don't have people talking about it publicly doesn't mean that they've seen them. A lot of people that seen them there most likely saw the killers and are the witnesses, some of the witnesses. Public art critic says it was how parents go searching the truth. I don't see that in Delphi. What do you mean, not searching the truth? Dave Dean says, I don't agree with Gray Hughes a lot, but I did on the Rodney case. I don't know. I don't watch Gray Hughes. I'm not quite sure who that is. Law enforcement would not divulge the youngster's remarks. About what? About the facts of the case? I haven't seen officially said. Confuzzled. Oh, I like that word. I'm confuzzled by Public's post. Ooh. Oh, 20% battery. All right. Well, that's our timer. I'm going to say that gives us maybe 10 minutes. But Delphi, I'm stealing that word, confuzzled. I now own that. Copyright. Yes. Ben says they would have had to have. It's tough when law enforcement's so tight-lipped they don't confirm or deny a lot of stuff. Just so many rumors and easy to get lost down rabbit holes. Seems like misinfo everywhere. Yep. That's why we have to take personal responsibility on what we see, what we regurgitate, what we agree with. You know, you have to take personal responsibility for the stuff that you're spreading around. Public says sleuth. Try and watch the interview, and you will see the difference. What do you mean? What interview are you referring to? Like I don't know what you're trying to say. Jacqueline says law enforcement would not disclose young people comments about what they saw or heard. Yeah, definitely not at the time. Now they're adults, so I'm sure if somebody was able to ID them, they could at least ask, for a comment. Doesn't mean they got to give one. Here's a good one. Confusiastic. That's a good one too. is a word my granddaughter made when she was 9 to describe her best friend who has ADD. Not to be mean, but I had to share that. Confusiastic. Confuzzling. Confuzzling rolls off the tongue a little better. Just trying to piece it all together. Yeah, just keep an open mind, you know? You can't take everything that law enforcement says like it's 100%. Like I hear a lot when people provide, let's say, a POI, everybody's like, who's going to be shocked by that? You know? Like they take everything so seriously, critically specific. Hey, what's up, Lisa? I'm doing well, thank you. You know, it's like, how can Keegan Klein be the killer? Who's going to be shocked by that? It's not him. It's like, okay, so you're saying that Doug Carter did a presser in 2019 whilst knowing exactly who committed the murder? Come on, guys. Think about that for a second. Just think about it for a moment. Southern Comfort's not bad. Ooh, it's getting really cold now. Ooh, it's getting chilly. Well, Delphi says, I used that word confuzzled over 50 years ago. I may have been the inventor. Well, I'll give credit to Delphi until I find somebody who can prove that they were using it over 50 years ago. But as of now, Delphi gets credit. Southern Comfort's not bad. You know, it's a very sugary whiskey. It's a lot like Captain Morgan. Super sugary. Okay. Can you guys even see me? That's what it looks like on my balcony. Seems like it quieted down. Ooh, Maker's Mark with a cherry, and we had one of those tonight. Well, it was actually it had a cherry and was it grenadine? No, I think it was vermouth. It was like vermouth with a twist. And then we had some fucking I don't know. These dinner tickets were like $250. So we were eating all this like fancy shit like tartar and you know all this fancy stuff. And the drinks that they would make us like complemented the food. It was just way too fancy for me. I'm not. I wasn't ready for all that. Streamer was eating like a doctor. Oh yeah, and be more than a doctor. There were some fucking fancy people in there. Yeah, we got lucky because we ordered these tickets like a long time ago because we knew we wanted to come back here for our anniversary. So we got lucky, and I guess they're already sold out for like next year, which is crazy to me. Oh, that sucks. I hated waking up in fucking blizzard weather where you gotta scrape all that shit off your windows and your truck doesn't start. Bullshit. Bianca Helton says, I am so happy they caught the Stockton serial killer and I didn't take it as long as they did to catch the Golden State Killer. Both of them caught a couple of hours from where I live. Scary. Yeah, I hope that's him because that was some scary shit, you know? And it could have only gotten worse if law enforcement didn't get that shit done. It's like we got to learn from the Richard Ramirez's. Yeah, if they haven't learned from Richard Ramirez and fucking Ted Bundy, I mean, what the hell? What's wrong with these guys? They got to be ready for that. But the psychopathy from all of this is just unpredictable. Just makes it hard. Yeah, so my stream just ends. It's most likely because my battery died. Don't judge me. Yeah, can you believe that? I wonder if they were studying him. You know, the way he targeted people. Yeah, that part kind of gave me chills. It's almost like he's taking away the right for people just to walk, you know, down the street. Yeah. Yeah, there was something really scary about that case. And I really hope it's the guy. Um, but in the past, you know, they've made mistakes before where they thought they've caught the person. It wasn't the person. Circumstantial. Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't have much time anyway, Ben. So I appreciate you hanging out. Ooh, I'm hearing some jazz music. Ooh, cheddar garlic biscuits. That reminds me of Red Lobster. Yeah, Deef, yes, nicely. Or if it's his birthday or something. Oh, yeah, and technically I'm breaking the law here in Idaho. You're not allowed to smoke. So I'm a criminal at large. Hey, Bossy. Said I made egg rolls earlier tonight. Ooh, how do you make egg rolls? Is that something you gotta actually fry? I love egg rolls. Spring rolls and egg rolls. Mm. Yeah, Psych 101. It's always good to see you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Horse's Mouth? What is good? It's weird because I'm streaming on my phone, but I'm watching you guys on my laptop. Look, let me see. Can you guys see that? It's so strange. I think I saw something where you can buy something you can hook to your laptop and you get these like screens that you can just pull out on the side. I like that little invention. Oh, you don't want that laptop. This thing sucks. This is something I bought just for like, I have a travel bag and it has everything in there, like all the cords, all the cables, and then it has this laptop in there. And the reason I got it is because it has like a 10-hour battery. And anybody traveling, like my daughters, my wife, or whoever, they can just grab this bag. They have everything they need. There's like a little survival kit in there. There's all kinds of shit in there. Flashlights, extra magazines. You know how I get down. Well, the party's about to die, so I think my phone has like 10 more percent at the most. Delphi says, "It's okay, Sleuth. I'm a tech. I can soup it up." Really? What are your recommendations? Throw everyone into a Ziploc bag to mix. Make it super easy and fast. That's funny. That John Denver's full of shit, man. Samsonite. It's funny because my bag is a Samsonite. And I was thinking about that movie today. Get out of my head. Sam? It's funny because I like John Denver. Colorado. I'm from the UK and have so many questions regarding egg rolls. Yeah, because it's such an American food. We can teach you all you need to know. Somebody's playing some really good music. Straight from the horse mouth says, I'm ready for that damn Gabe Ellis theory 2.0. I don't think it needs a 2.0. I mean, he's a good he's a good suspect, man. You know, he was out and about, had a 16-year-old in his car, most likely high as shit. My profile has a killer high out of his mind, drunk on fantasy.